Alright, welcome back. Welcome back to the No Call No Show podcast. You got myself, Davey Dave. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to the audience real quick.
Alright guys, my name's Maria Miyoko. Everybody calls me Maria. How y'all doing?
Go ahead and introduce you already.
Big Nova, Cash Nova, what's up, yo?
Alright, you say you wanna do a toast. Now, it's the first toast we're gonna do, but I'm gonna do it with you.
Alright, this is to success and great manifestations. All 2022, baby.
The vibe.
Enjoy the word manifestation, you know what I'm saying? Let me talk it into existence. But I'm just gonna jump right into it. So, as far as your day to day, like what you do, I ain't gonna say for a living, but what you do every day to obtain income. Let's say that.
Wow. Well, before the income, the reason for the income is my little girl.
Right.
So, of course, I'm a full-time mom. I'm still in school, working on my PhD, Industrial Organizational Psychology. Yep, start working on my dissertation next week, so that paper gonna be coming soon.
Big chick, big chick.
Bigger papers.
Yeah.
But for a living, right now, I work at a drug and alcohol recovery center. It's pretty cool, but sometimes I feel like I'm living a double life because I do that, and I bartend at night, then I teach classes online, so I'm just all over the place.
How you find the time in the day to do all that? Cause I promise you, like, I ain't got enough time in the day for me. So like, how you do? You got what? That's 1, 2, 3 different things you do. So how you?
Man, you gotta manage it. You gotta manage it.
You gotta get sleep too, though. That's why everybody be like, you gotta get sleep. I'm like, shit, you can just thug it like I'm doing today.
Yeah. My daddy say you sleep when you dead, you chill when you dead.
Yeah.
We all get the same 24 hours. Like, it's a lot of people my age that's way further than where I am. We got our own pace, but we all get the same 24 hours. So we can't sit here and think the grass is greener on the other side when we ain't putting on the work on our yard.
Right. That makes sense. So like, far as in the, you said drug and alcohol recovery, right? Mm-hmm. Like when you go to work every day, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it rough? Like you see patients? Is it patients? Or is it?
Yeah, it's patients.
Alright, so you see patients is like in there because they got into like a situation they just gotta come there, or people really need it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's a lot of different scenarios. Like, some people are there and they don't even want to be there.
Right.
You know, their family want them to be there, or they got in some legal troubles and they just trying to get shit straight with the law.
Right. Okay.
Avoid some jail time. Some people done been in jail.
Yeah.
Some people come from like real life psych wards.
Oh, like the movies, you know. I ain't saying like the movies, but like the movies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
and working there is kind of like it. Like, it's a cool vibe though. Like, it's out in the country. We got all log cabins, lakes, and donkeys, and all kinds of stuff. Man, we got donkeys out there in the country.
Oh. Damn, I ain't never. You know, it's crazy, but I ain't never seen a donkey like in person. I ain't never seen a donkey. Yeah, they like stout, right? All right, bet.
They
like,
mean.
They mean. I ain't never seen. And I grew up in the country. I ain't never seen no donkey though.
But they good for the country though, cause they keep like all the snakes and water moccasins and shit like that away. So you ain't got, they mean. They be smoking them shit.
Damn, I ain't know that.
They mean, yeah.
Damn, I ain't know that. I had goats, you know what I'm saying? They crazy too, but
oh my God.
They see the reflection, they just ram it. So like, if you trying to like beat up a car, you just put it in front of a goat, you ran that bitch all day. But I ain't no donkeys do that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're protectors. Well, they're predators, so they protect. They kill a prey to protect the owner.
And this is what, Camry, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I ain't know that. So you telling me like, but you gotta pay for it, right?
Oh yeah, it's a little high.
You sound like a nice. That sound like a nice rehab place, man. Most places you go in there, like you gonna be here for 2 weeks. You go to your bed, you know what I'm saying, a little thin shit.
Yeah.
And then, like.
But I mean, it's a really rewarding job because you see people coming in shit faced. They gotta detox for a couple of days and all of that stuff. And then at the end of the program, they just a completely different person. Like, you really see them, you really meet them at the worst part of their life. And you're making it the best so they can transition back to their true self.
And, like, I always was curious, like when you see people coming as far as the detox process, like when you get like halfway, not halfway, but when you start like me personally, how I operate, like if I go like 4 days with nothing, you know what I'm saying, alcohol.
Man,
it start get. I ain't like no,
They be
it killed.
that shit.
I feel it though. I feel because I be like 4 days. I be like, man, I need to drink. You know what I'm saying? I need to drink like for real. So I know
and they come
like,
in off of more than alcohol. Like some people will be on meth, cocaine, heroin.
Strong.
What's the new drug that's out now? That's killing
Fentanyl?
folks? Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
It's the
about that
hardest
shit,
thing. And something that a lot of people don't know, insurance companies, when you have to go to rehab and shit, they don't cover you to detox off of opioids.
Oh, man.
So
That's
they
the biggest
just
one. That
in
is one
like
of the
regular
biggest.
population trying to get off that shit, unless their parents pay for it out of pocket. But that's like some bands. They ain't even a little bit of money.
And opioids, that's like one of the big ones, right? Everybody
Yeah,
knows.
that's what fentanyl is under. Like everybody be popping pills and shit. Those are opioids.
I know some dudes who pop pills. I ain't gonna lie, I don't downplay them, but they don't even know what the fuck they be popping. Like, it's weird. Like
And
you
a lot of
won't
people
eat
be here
nothing.
like that. They was like, I thought I was taking this, but it was that, and they can't get off this shit, so they come and get help.
Is it like far as like the whole process of what you see? Do they like is it like a slow process or it's just like cold turkey? Like you ain't getting no more? Because I know
It's
some
cold turkey.
people. Damn.
You can't get shit there. Smoke a cigarette, but that's it.
Shit, that's a trigger. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a trigger with me. Like, well, I'm trying to chill.
Yeah, that's about it.
Like, far as like the drug, like, you know what I'm saying? People coming in there, is it rough to see, or is it like you just used to it?
I'm kind of used to it from the bartending perspective of my life because, I mean, when I'm not at my full-time job, I be at somebody's bar getting people fucked up.
And then you go fix the problem. Like, you gonna be at my next job. You know? Like, as far as like bartending, that's one of my dream jobs. Like, let's say dream job. I just like making drinks for people. I ain't
Yeah.
But like, as far as like when you there, like, can you pick them out, like the ones that you know like really indulge, or do you know the ones that just come there just to have a good time? Or because you see it every day, you know your favorites, you know your.
Yeah, I mean, you get to know people, but it also goes back to me being in school all the time. Like, I study a lot of psychology and human behavior and different interactions with people. So I can pretty much read somebody when they come in the room. You can just naturally, through life experiences, you can read the room going into a different environment. And every time somebody walks into the bar, it's a different environment. The vibe can change completely just off of one person.
That is true.
So you just got to be able to read the customer and don't judge them by the cover, because it could be the most bummiest person in there, and they could not even drink like that. They might just want one beer, but as a bartender, you're there to give them an experience, and they pay you for the experience.
Right.
Because he look like a bum, that don't mean I'm not gonna entertain him.
Right.
And it's always the bummy ass man leaving the biggest tip.
Like, I got a 40 plate. Damn, nigga, you
100.
100, yeah, you know what I'm saying? 100, you know
like they'll tip you more than what they actually had.
Damn.
So
I feel you on that.
you got to be able to be personable. You got to switch up personalities, because some people like a bubbly person. Somebody want to talk about business. Somebody want to talk about their problems. Like, you got to be able to open your mind to all of those different avenues.
So good people skills. You gotta have good people skills.
Most definitely.
I be trying to, like, you know, preach that to people. Like, man, you ain't got no people skills. You can't do shit. You gotta do people. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to people.
Right.
You gonna have an issue in life, bro.
The way you treat people gonna take you a long way.
And they don't even show up right then, but down the line, you like, damn, I ain't know it was gonna be you, but glad I treated your ass right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now, like, so you do bartending, drug and alcohol recovery, and you in school for your you said PhD, and it's what you said?
It's industrial organization.
I was going to just say organizational, but I knew it was something organization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Industrial organization. So what's? I think I know what that is, because I know somebody who.
What you think it is?
Because I don't want to tell. I don't want to just like what the dude do at the job, basically at where I work at. He come in and get like shit structured, like the training process, the hiring process, shit like that.
Yeah.
So is it that?
So you got an HR. Your HR guy is an IO and psychologist.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a job that you can get within that field. I took it up because I got my bachelor's in psychology and chemistry. Started off
Chemistry?
biochem.
So you like chemistry?
I did until a granny kicked my ass. Oh
really
my
pause
God.
real quick. Like chemistry, like is it? It look fun, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But like,
I mean, it is fun. Like, you like mixing drinks and shit for
Yeah,
people. You would like chemistry. You would like creating different elements. Like, well, just mixing different elements to make a different compounds.
watch the shit below. That's
Yeah.
shit below. Like, I know that don't mix. But that's crazy, man. Like industrial organization.
Excuse me. Yeah. So when I did that, I always wanted my own business and everything, and I was like, you know what? When I finish school, I'm gonna go get my master's in business. But I'm also not a good standardized test taker, and I had to take the GMAT. I was like, man, it's like, okay, so you know you gotta take the ACT and the SAT to get into college.
Right.
So after you finish the first 4 years, you can take a GRE just to get into grad school, but you have the GMAT to go into like business school. You have the PCAT to go into pharmacy school. Like it's different tests that you take to get into different specialty areas that you want to follow. So the GMAT was for business school, and I'm not even that good at math. I don't know how I got through so much chemistry. My calculator was my best friend. I had to charge it just for my shit.
But you gotta know how to use it.
Yeah.
I be having a calculator. I still don't. I be like, shit. I don't know. No, like, I hated math. Like,
Get
all my
that
life.
T98.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and get to work, baby.
Man, I hated the graphs on there. Like I remember I had a teacher. She was like, "Show me your graph." I was like, "Shit."
You learn how to finesse them graphs,
Yeah.
baby.
She was like, "Oh, your
You
graph
good.
good." I ain't know what the hell I did, bro. I just typed in something and like she was like, "You good?" But shit, I ain't know what I was doing, bro. That's why I ain't never really messing with math. 'Cause, like, I just don't. It's too practical for me. I like English.
Yeah.
It's just you can finesse a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But math was too straightforward for me.
And that's why I like psychology, because it's just a bunch of papers.
And you read.
You're writing a bunch of papers.
You read people all day long.
And that's actually something that you can learn in school that you'll use in everyday life. Like imagine growing up in school, you learning a bunch of bullshit and thinking like, how am I ever gonna apply this in life? And being an adult now looking back at it, it was like, man, that was a waste of time.
Yeah, it was. I ain't gonna lie, like pretty much about 60% of the shit I learned I don't really use, but I got fun facts. I tell people I'm a good fun fact person because I had like social studies. I love it, like history and shit, bro. I just love that shit. But don't nobody care about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's very important though. Like you gotta know where you came from and know where you're
Exactly.
going, because
But
history
people don't
always
get that.
repeats itself.
yes,
That's very man. You gotta know your
Thank
history.
you. I tell
You gotta know your
man.
history.
It's on camera. Y'all finally see what I'm talking about. Like, shit. I be telling people like, damn, man, you don't even know that? Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Gotta know where you going, bro. But,
And you gotta pay attention to what's going on today, because you know how we would learn stuff growing up in school, and then you'll go home and try to talk to your grandparents about it and be like, no, that's not right, that's not right.
they be dead ass
Because
shit.
they don't
No,
put
that ain't right.
everything
Like,
in the book.
yeah.
So we gotta be able to relay that information to our kids and our grandkids,
Right.
because we done been through some shit the past couple years.
Shit, yeah. And it's in the history book. I was just telling somebody at work, I was like, man, my daughter gonna be writing a paper on COVID. And I could really tell her, like, they
Yeah.
sent checks, you know what I'm saying? Like, they sent money out. It's the first time the government really
Right.
blessed you. And it wasn't no small check. It was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got the
I mean,
stimulus.
they could have did more the way
think
they.
so? But if you
funded
look,
that
if you look
damn
at the
war, they
larger
could've did way
aspect
more.
of it, that's a lot of bread to get each person. Everybody's breathing. Get it? What was it, 12?
I think it was 12, but
Yeah.
It
in
was
some
like-
countries they stopped bills completely.
Yeah, they did that. You wouldn't have had to do the check. That'd have been
Like
good.
they didn't have no mortgage.
They'd stop
payments.
this. You know what I'm saying? Like the rent, nigga, cool. I ain't gotta do that. But rent was still coming, and well, I was still working. But like some people weren't working. That's the shit that kicked me. I was like, damn. That's why some people was waiting on their check. Some people still waiting. I ain't know you could. My homeboy just said his girl just got her last one. Like literally.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what she had going on. I was like, damn.
Well, I heard some shit like if you didn't get your checks, then they will put it in your refund when you file your taxes. But you know, a lot of people don't even file their taxes.
She don't even work. So
Bitch,
I ain't
got
talking
no
about
taxes
it.
to file.
I ain't talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going on. But as far as like the juggling of the situation, like you got a lot to juggle. You got like 5 different balls in there to juggle. So like, how do you maintain like peace, like mental stability, because it can go off the track, especially like you busy. I'm busy as fuck, so I know with that it can get rough. So how do you do it?
I talk to God a lot.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I talk to
There
God
we go. That's a good
all
one right
the
there.
time.
Crazy.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Yes,
it.
I said something about manifestation earlier. I pray on something, and as soon as I finish talking to God about it, I start speaking into it. I start speaking what I want into existence.
Right.
Because my favorite Bible verse is Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 through 8. And it pretty much says, don't worry about anything, pray about everything.
There we go.
So I pray about my problems. I tell God what I want, what I feel like I need. Look at me trying to tell God what to do.
Exactly.
But
I need this. Okay.
Exactly.
You can say it. You can say
But
it.
after I talk, then I kind of know if it's something that's meant for me or if it's not. And I pick those nuggets out, and that's what I manifest on.
Okay.
So I feel like I have a lot of different balls in my court right now, but it's all a part of His will.
Right. That's I ain't gonna say unique because most people should do it, but that's what I do. But see, verse. I just know how to maneuver speaking to Him, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't see like people like I don't believe. I'm like, bro, how the heck you live? And who the hell you get it? Like if you go out and do some crazy shit, you just pray about it and you think you good. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't believe in nobody, how the hell you do that shit? Like
Exactly.
I can't do that. That's why I tell people like people. I ain't got an argument. One dude ain't believe in nothing. He ain't believe in nothing. I was like, bro, how the hell you just get in the
How do
car?
you think you just here?
Thank you. I was like, bro, you get in the car just thinking it ain't gonna blow up. Like, you ain't gonna get in no wreck. He's like, nah, cause I drive straight. I was like, nah, bro, you cheating yourself. Just get in that car and pray and just go. You ain't even worried about it. You happy that you know what I'm saying, you can whip it. But like, I don't know, that's how I operate. Like when I go to church, like I still to this day don't know how to find the scriptures. But I get it. I know how to put like what you just said, it's what I use in daily life. I just don't know how to go through the Bible. I know how to sit there and learn it, but it been working for me. Like I just keep
Shit,
talking.
I've been in school for forever, so I took like at least 4 Bible classes.
Oh, you went to
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done been through my bachelor's, my master's, working on my PhD, and I go to a Christian school. So like almost every assignment, you have to pull a Bible verse and try to relate it to your assignment in Western world views.
They do that.
Yes, they do that.
You know that.
Yeah.
No idea this was going on.
Exactly. And then like, Claflin is the United Methodist school.
Yeah, I remember.
So I've always been to like Bible Belt schools because I got my bachelor's and master's from there. So
You got a lot going on.
I don't know a lot. I know a little bit about everything.
Yeah, that's how I am. I can tell you, I got a little taste of everything. You know what I'm saying? A little taste.
But can I ask you a question? I know it's your show. But can
You
I ask you a
good,
question?
you good.
I'm not really a religious person, but I'm very spiritual.
Right.
If you had to choose a religion, which one would it be?
Other than Christianity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Buddhism.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I got reasons too, but it's Buddhism.
How about you, Casanova?
I go with him. I'm with him on that.
Buddhism?
Yeah.
Buddhism.
I like, I looked into the Muslim world. I get it. But like, I'll just say this. They, some of their ways I can't tweak. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to drink. They don't drink. I like to indulge. They don't indulge. They're real strict. Buddhism.
But as a Muslim, you can have multiple wives, right?
Yeah, but see, that's everybody think. People choose like I can have multiple wives. I be like, that's just no problem. But then I'm like, I like Buddhism because it's more of like in touch with your
Inner self.
Your inner self, right?
Yeah, and then like some of the stuff they believe in, it's a little out there, some of the stuff, but most of it is like, it's just rocking with you. Like what you feel and energy to come to you like monks. They live in the mountains, you know what I'm saying? They don't really do nothing. They don't have sex and stuff like that. And it's like to the what do we call it? Western world, whatever. Western civilization.
Where we at right now. Yeah.
Exactly. Where we at right now, that's crazy to us. But to them, it's like, bro, like you gotta learn how to control that. And we so used to just being free with it. Like when you,
Yeah.
When you see somebody just
every
sit there.
time you, well, as a male, every time you ejaculate, you are losing yourself.
That's what
Like
it says.
you're giving somebody a part of you. So if you could hold, but a lot of people don't know that as a male, you don't have to ejaculate every time you have sex.
Hey,
So if you can hold on to it,
Listen.
then you holding on to your energy.
I'm a male. Ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way, boy. I'm about to enter there like, nah, I ain't gonna. Nah, it's not. It'll kill, bro. Like you ain't ever had to feel it, man. As a male, that shit'll kill you, man. That's the whole say that, man. That shit'll kill you, boy. You in the
feel
bed,
like
can't
it'll kill you, but it'll have
breathe.
you living so much longer. It'll have your it'll have your mind so much clearer. Like, yeah.
So I put it this way: if you meet a dude who's he's not doing it, not ejaculating. You know, he got his ways. But a dude is doing it a lot. He seemed to be stress free because it's like, well, he breathe better. You even play pool better. You got better stability. Like when you got it built up, it's like, man, shit. Like even old heads tell you, like, boy, you need to do something. Like, goddamn, you shaking. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to balance it out. But you a male, what you think? You can hold
I ain't about to go in a religion where I can't have sex. Just straight up, no.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I can go into the religion.
But I mean, as a Christian, we're not supposed to have sex until we get married anyway. Like, sex is the marital bond.
But let's say, okay, like, I always say this, man. How you know what you getting? Let's just say that. You're not supposed to know what you get.
You're right.
But,
like, why would you buy a car without test drive?
I wasn't trying to use that
But
everybody uses.
everybody knows.
Exactly. Like, why would I do it? Like, cause it's shallow, but it's not shallow. It's both ways too.
But the
If it
relationship should be based off of more than that, though.
It's more than that, but that's a fact.
If you don't have a connection with that person organically, then why would I even want to have sex with you?
So let's say you get with a guy, to your world, you get with a guy, and you don't know him from a can of paper, everything rocking. And then y'all get married and all that, then the bang time come, the shebang, and it's whack. You gonna stay? I'm asking you gonna stay? Like, I'm talking about shitty. Like, it ain't even, you can't even fake it.
If I'm happy and everything else in a relationship is a green flag and that's the only red flag, I know how to please myself.
But I
know how to
That's
please
gonna hurt his
myself.
ego.
but he ain't gonna ever know. She ain't gonna tell him.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna tell him.
I handle my business before he come in the room.
But see, it's different thing. Me, I'm like, man, what the fuck? Like, I'm here. Like, I don't. I feel you.
I don't know. I think my opinion on it,
Big
you know,
no.
as a
But I'm pretty sure they have like sex classes and stuff like that now, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of. I ain't saying that. I ain't saying
sex class. Wow.
Texas, you need to
Y'all
go
can go
sex.
together.
Who?
Like,
Oh, you talking about? I'm about to say, I don't need to know. What the fuck? Chris
Like,
doing?
no, ain't like,
that
yo,
could be that could be a great idea for date night. Like, baby, I didn't like the way you were stroking last night. Let's go to the salsa class.
I feel
You know,
man.
learn how to move your hips.
Okay.
Or like, let's go to this water aerobics class. Let's stretch that shit out. Let's get the motions going. You don't know how to move underwater? We gonna learn this shit together.
I feel you on that. I ain't going, but I feel you on that.
You're not
Let's go to the
going.
sex class. Nah, you trying me. I'm good.
It don't have to be a sex class. You take those
I get
little
what
baby
you're saying.
steps, and if he still ain't getting it, then you just gonna have to go to the extreme.
Then you start looking at another nigga at work. That's the problem I have. And then the first thing they say, never easy. I know niggas. I know how they operate.
If I wasn't happy in all the other aspects of the relationship, then the sex wouldn't be a problem. Nobody else would be able to take my attention because ain't nobody else gonna love me like my man loves me.
That's a very good statement to say.
She barring up today.
Yeah, but
Oh.
I'm just speaking from the dude's side. Like, it's an ego thing. Like, I don't know if you believe in zodiac sign. I don't know if you believe so. I'm a Leo. I don't know what that means or what y'all take from that, but we prideful. Ain't no goddamn way I'm about to sit there and be like, oh, I'm not pleasing you. It's gonna kill me. All day at work, I'm like, fuck. I got everything but this. I cannot get this shit together.
You know what that pridefulness is translated into?
What's that?
Narcissism.
No, it's not.
Your head's too big.
It's not. It's
I don't
not
like
a head
Leo.
thing. It's like
Y'all be too cocky for no reason.
I'm
If you can't deliver the package, when the delivery date is expected,
Right.
then that's your loss. Why is you beating yourself up
Ain't
about
no law.
it?
Ain't
It
no
is what it
losing.
is.
Ain't no.
It is
You
what it
losing
is.
other things. Life will make you lose a lot, but you're not supposed to lose in certain departments. You're supposed to have that. Like, at least I got that. Fuck it. If I jump out of plane,
But
I'd be
think
like,
about
she
it.
can say, you know what I'm saying? I
Think
was
about
straight.
sporting events. One team gonna win, one team gonna lose. Think about life. Everybody's not gonna win. Everybody's
Everybody
not gonna
can't
win
win.
in the same season.
Right.
So it just might not be your season. You might need a real bitch in your corner to be like, babe, we gotta get this together. Everybody don't
Me,
always
it's gonna
come
kill
all
me
the way
because I'm gonna
together.
leave you like, no, nah, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Like, fuck that. I'm gone.
But if you really care about her and you're doing all this stuff in these other departments, then she cares about you
I really
too.
wish we could do one day like you have this and I have that. We switch sides. Like you be this egotistic man and I be a female, and you will feel what I feel. Like it's just it's an energy that's like something in your mind. Like nigga, you gonna let that slide? Like come on, bro.
Oh my god.
You gonna let that slide? You know what I'm saying? Then you dapping dudes up like that. He probably pleasing his girl. I ain't even please. Then as soon as she get mad, I gotta use a toy. I ain't using straight up.
I was waiting to add it.
That's how this shit happen. What the fuck? Like, oh hell no.
Oh my god.
Especially in front of another dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, she just killed me. Like that shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit killed me. It'll take all my, cause I'm you know, I ambitious and all that, but that you gotta check that box. That's just me. At the end of the day, you gotta check that box. But you got any questions?
I know you said you had we said it was off camera, but I know you have a clothing line too. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So I brought up religion because I feel like that's something that I don't really follow, but it's near and dear in my heart because I was raised on almost 3 different religions. So my dad's mom is Cuban and my mom's mom is Japanese. So you know most Cubans follow Catholicism, and I was Catholicism.
Okay.
They're like Catholic.
Catholic, I got you.
Yeah.
I thought you said put up.
Yeah, so when I was a baby, I was baptized Catholic. But growing up, my mom went to a Baptist church, my dad went to a Christian church, so I went into the Baptist Christianity route. But my mom's mom was a Buddhist, which is why I love
Oh,
your
damn,
so
that's crazy.
much.
Damn.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the energy. You know what I'm saying? Look at the energy. You
Look
feel
at
me?
that. And since she passed away, like a lot of her friends that are still here with us have been trying to route me into that direction, and I've been straying away from it because I feel like they were giving me, what's the people that ride the bikes and they knock on your door? Jehovah's Witness. They was giving me Jehovah's Witness energy.
Do you know the
like,
Lord? Please
do
get
you
off my
want to
porch.
come? And then they have like these different programs and these meetings, and in the meetings you're just like meditating together and
In
talking
Buddha.
to Buddha and all of that stuff. Yeah, and they be at the most extravagant places. Like they go to Hawaii.
Thank you. You know what I'm
They
saying?
be like chill
That's what
places.
kind of got me. I was
They
like,
be
damn,
down in the
that's
mountains in Tennessee and at the cabins and all that shit. Be
To
gambling
pray.
after it, but it ain't none of my business.
Yeah.
But
Talking about ain't none of my business.
I got deeper into my Japanese culture after she passed away because of that, and I was like, it gotta be something there that I'm missing out on. There gotta be something in God's will for me that's telling me to look this way, not lean that way, because we serve a jealous God, but just to look that way.
I got you.
And I started following the history of myself, and I was actually named after both of my grandmothers. Like, my name is Maria. That was my grandmother's chosen name. My dad's mom's chosen name when she got baptized into Catholicism. And my middle name is Miyoko. My mom was born in Japan, but when she moved to America, one of my grandma's homegirls and her daughter came over with them, and her daughter's name was Miyoko. Miyoko means beautiful child in Japanese.
Did not know that. Did not know that.
Yeah. And once I start like digging deeper into finding that self-awareness, that self-love, and everybody big on this self-care and shit now.
Thank you. Now, that's the word. Now. Now.
But the Buddhists have been into that for many
Alright,
years.
bro. With Buddhism, I seen a dude on YouTube. And like he went to the monks and they was at peace within themselves, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody look for peace outside of who they are, but when you actually understand how to pull it from what you already got, when you're a different type of dude, because nothing can really affect you. It can affect you, but like you always got this type of stability in your brain. Like some people right now, they lose their good ass job, they go crazy. But me, it's like shit, they just win it. You know, it's another move after that. And that's not saying what they do, but that's the type of shit they believe in. It's like, you know, you know what I'm saying? It was meant to be. So let that go and watch you get something great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When
That's
one door closes, another one opens.
Right.
Like,
And it always does. Not always the perfect timing to me, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not our timing, it's the divine timing.
there you go.
Like you mentioned the zodiac earlier,
Right.
and I'm a Pisces. I hate fish,
Oh, you're a Pisces.
but we're a water sign.
Right.
And like when the water hits you, you just let that shit roll off your back.
Right. Like you, exactly, naturally how it does. I don't know what my sign is. It's Leo. I don't know what that is or whatever. It's a lion. I don't know. But I do believe in the signs, because the only reason I believe in it, I ain't never knew what a zodiac sign was. I was in high school messing with a female, and she told me, like, you know, look your sign up and look at the characteristics. All that shit was right. Like, it was scary right. Like, scary right. That's why I believe in that
Let
shit.
me tell you how shit scary is for me. Okay, so I'm a Pisces. My birthday is March 14th.
Right.
If you break it down, it's 314.
Okay.
314 is pi. It's equivalent to pi.
Okay.
And when you're in geometry, you have the full circle and you have the radius. You have the center in the middle, and then the radius goes out to the side.
Right.
It's 3.14. 666. But it's what's the line that goes over it that lets you know that the number is going to constantly repeat itself? It repeats itself all the way. The notation mark is
Look
over
at me
the
knowing math.
There you go.
Look at me knowing math. I had to tell them that.
3.666 is 3.6766 blah 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 84 and a bunch of other numbers. So that all of those extra numbers within pi gives you everybody's life and date and death date.
Right.
So if you go deep into the equation, it'll tell you the day that you're born, the day that you'll die, the day that your kids are born, the days that they will die, generation on generation on generation on it. So I really, really take heed to my birthday, and I take heed into myself, because just my history will give me the future.
Right. Okay.
In a sense, sort of say. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So to get back to the clothing line, my name is Maria Miyoko. Miyoko means beautiful child, and I started to really, really soak into who I am. And when I look into the mirror and the reflection that I see, we always say that we're made in God's likeness and His image, but we really, really are. We little G's. You know what I'm saying? He big G, but we made in His image.
Right.
We little G's. So that's why it's very important to manifest, because we are in a way all gods.
Right.
That's why we shouldn't worship more than one God. You know how people have idols and they idol like Michael Jackson and Beyonce and Jay-Z and people like that.
You like
don't
them,
do that.
You gotta idolize.
You
like
can
you just
be,
said, we said
you can be just like they are. We all get the same 24 hours, so you just gotta work towards that. And that's something that I've been working towards.
Consistent. I always tell people.
Consistently. Consistency is key. Like, you cannot give up on that shit.
That's why we do. When I came up with the concept, the consistency of it is what is the meat of it. It's like, you can't stop. Like I tell, but a lot of people that hit me up and ask me, like, you know what I'm saying, I want to do a podcast. I was like, bro, if you gonna do it, you gonna fuck yourself, because you can't stop. Like, you gotta keep going.
You gotta keep going.
Like, it's gonna suck, but you gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't like the word baby daddy, baby mama.
Yeah.
But my daughter's dad, he has a clothing line now, and it's called GDS. The grind don't stop.
It don't. That's a
The grind
damn good
don't
statement.
stop.
Ever. Especially for a man. That shit don't stop, boy. You could be the best nigga on earth, and then as soon as you take a little break, you just lazy. Alright, I'm back on it. Fuck it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, alright, cool.
And like we said on our little intermission, you know, he's always been a good person.
Right.
But I seen that grind personally elevate to other levels that I couldn't even imagine.
Right.
Like, I knew he had it in him. I didn't think it would go this far.
Right.
So he's actually inspired me to finally get my clothing line up and running off the ground. Like, these are ideas that I've had since like 2012.
Okay, I got you.
So I couldn't come up with the name. I couldn't come up with a logo. I couldn't come up with nothing. And I was like, Maria, just look into yourself.
It's already there.
It's already there.
Man.
You just gotta look for it.
Fine. Once you find it like that, I've been tripping. Like, that's where this came from. Indies, be real.
And that's what I want to do. I want people to look deeper into their selves, find their true selves, feel comfortable within their selves. We all have flaws,
A
but
lot of them.
when you look good, you feel even better. So that's why I said this clothing line gotta be a hit. It gotta be something where you can just wear some chill shit
Remember that.
that make you feel like $1 million.
And it does. Clothing changes.
Yeah.
Because if you got on some bullshit, feel like you got on some bullshit. You got on some good shit, feel like you got on some good shit.
Exactly.
Like, I hate to put it that blunt, but that, you know what I'm saying? And
That's how it is.
I'm gonna sum everything up for what you said. You do a lot. You do bartending, drug and alcohol recovery. You're going for your PhD, and you're a hell of people's skills. And she read people. And I can tell she read shit out of people. Like, just to sum who you are up at this moment. Like, what would you tell the audience to like do? Like some good advice for the audience, basically. Like, to tell them if they're trying to pursue PhD, they're trying to be bartender, they're trying to work in the drug and alcohol, because you never know who watching. But like, what do you think is a good statement to tell them to like keep going?
The biggest thing is to love yourself.
Boom.
Loving yourself means putting yourself first. You may have a million things on your plate, but you have to decipher what's most important to you, what's going to benefit you the most.
Right.
What is going to leave a legacy behind for your children and your grandchildren and your great-grands.
Right.
And you prioritize based off of that. Because you can always have a lot of things to do and feel like it's not enough time to do it.
Oh yeah.
But what's most important to you? And when you do the things you love, it doesn't even feel like a job.
Thank you. You just talk about it.
It doesn't even feel like a job. It just come natural. You make time for what you want to make time for.
In everything.
So it's no such thing as not enough time.
I always tell people, like, I always complain about time, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta learn how to manage it. Because some days I be like, damn, I done did this shit. I got 10 hours left. And some days, slacking. You got, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got enough time, but you just gotta maneuver and figure out what works for you. That's what I always tell people.
You know what's best with managing your time?
Well,
Changing the settings to the military time.
oh, it's like
You know you got 24 hours.
24 hours. 2400, let me tell you.
Yeah, 2400. So at midnight, after that, you at 100.
See, I stay up all night.
You gonna be 100% or you gonna be 2400%?
I always tell people that, like, figure out what you got going on and just, you know what I'm saying, milk it. Like, because a lot of people trying to be somebody else. I know that sounds crazy. A lot of dudes trying to be somebody else.
Always.
And they show up eventually. Like, say if we didn't know each other from a can of paint, and I put on this facade that got all this money and all this shit. You don't really know who I am. You just know what I did to attract you. And then when it's time to meet me,
I think I know what you did to attract me.
Okay.
All of that jewelry and shit could be rentals.
Damn it. Yeah.
Niggas be flexing hard
Like,
these
hard.
days.
And it worked, but it don't work, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you end up not throwing them back, but you end up realizing, fuck that up. Because now she think I'm just this, you know what I'm saying? I got all this, but little does she know, like, I got depression issues and all this shit. Once you break that on them, they're like, oh, hell no. You know, some girls, I don't want this dude, like, hell no. But just to sum that up, Maria Miyoko, clothing line, say it one more time.
Miyoko and Co.
Boom, there you go. And that's it. Chris, you know what I'm saying? Philosopher gonna end it for.
Yeah, y'all remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when a new episode drops.
Oh yeah, Big No, the one who ended. Bam. And that is